We want to welcome Ms. Lynn Rivera to the front, if you will.
Woo! Thank you.
And while she's coming forward, I will also say that she has a deep commitment to this community going forward. And that's what we're talking about today. How we come from the past, we establish ourselves in the present, and look toward the future. So how about you tell us, after you settle in? Good. Good evening, everybody. So how has your family been part of this community? Tell me something about the history, and then bring it forward for us.
Okay, actually, my parents, my father was born in what is now C9's, Braddock's Point. Our family cemetery is at Harbortown in the area, and I believe he told me that they lived there, they had a community there, and then they had a terrible storm, a lot of flooding, so they moved higher Spanish Wells area. And my other grandparent lived near Hilton Head Airport. They actually had about 10 acres there, where they did a lot of farming.
In Mitchellville.
Dillon Road.
Dillon Road,
Mitchellville.
okay.
Yes, that used to be Hilton Head's. Sure. Okay, that's better.
That's better.
Yes, thank you. Dillon Road, where Hilton Head had their first, really not an airport, but strip. And the first payphone that I remember.
Well, so how did you grow up? Tell us a little bit about how you grew up here.
Well, we grew up in Spanish Wells, which is still not commercialized to this date. And home life, it was actually amazing. You know, we learned, we were trained and protected, I would say, to respect authority. Having a lot of siblings, there were actually 11 of us. So you get to learn different personalities, different behaviors in different people. So we actually learned sociology and psychology at home. Really. And, you know, the parents taught us how to respect the parents or any adult. In the community, you know, everybody supported each other. If it wasn't your biological child, you would still train and protect that child. So that's how we grew up. And as far as education in the school system, the teachers, they were professional, moral. So was the principal. So it was totally different from now.
This was all before the bridge, people.
Right. The bridge came in '56, so I'm a lot older than I look.
That's a good thing.
I'm 76.
That's a good thing.
Yes, and I'm so grateful.
Yes. What kinds of things do you do in your world now, here on the island and in the area, in terms of business, in terms of leadership, in terms of contribution? Tell us about what you do.
I'm actually held hostage.
Y'all can believe that if you want to.
I'm in Bluffton at Back to Nature, which is a health food store.
Yes, great store.
When I say I'm held hostage, I'm there all the time, all day, because there are so many sick people.
Yes.
You know, so I spend my whole day in Bluffton, every day except Mondays. So that's what I do during the day.
Yeah.
And
So Back to Nature does what? What does the store do?
it's a natural food and grocery store, but actually, I grew up in business. From the time I was a child, we always had grocery stores, gas stations, laundromat, whatever business you could think of, clubs, bars. So I grew up in business and dealing with the public and consumers. So in Bluffton, the store is actually modeled after a Gullah store, I would say. Because this is how all the businesses were set up on Hilton Head way back then. They had food, grocery, herbs, medicine, and whatever the community needed is what a business normally had. It wasn't so much about competition or trying to compete with what someone else was selling. It was about providing what the community actually needed. So that's what that's what Back to Nature is all about. Except now, more people are trying to find ways to take care of themselves without having to indulge in things that would cause side effects per se. So they want natural and organic and gluten free and all this. So to us, that's how we always shop.
Right.
But now it's it's a trend, and some people are really serious about it too.
Do you also have a restaurant?
Well,
Some interesting
we have
restaurant?
Gullah food
Yeah.
and recipes at the store, but the restaurant, that was back like, almost 20 years ago, it was Auntie Ida's Fine Island Cooking. That was my grandmother's name, Ida Williams. So the restaurant named after her, but we had healthy foods there as well, but it was more like a cafe.
Okay. And you do some work with the young people? In terms
Well,
of
I did,
leadership?
with the store now, I don't do a lot of things that I used to as much. I still work with kids one-on-one conversation, or if I can help them, with any way. But I used to be a 4-H club leader, and we were under agricultural with Clemson.
You created that,
Extension.
didn't you?
The 4-H club,
4-H club? That's what I heard.
well, the 4-H club for our community, I was a leader. But the 4-H club is actually under Clemson Extension Services.
Okay.
So we did that for a while. I think the youngest in my club was like a 4-year-old. And I think that 4-year-old is now 29. But they remember what they learned. Because I'll see some of the kids now, they're grown, but they can tell me things that I don't remember that they learned. So it was really worth it.
And do you see the fruits of your labor coming through in the 29-year-olds?
Oh, definitely.
They're training others?
Definitely. There's a scripture that says, if you train a child up in the way that he should go or she, when he is old, he will not depart.
That's right.
So some of the kids, for example, you teach them when they're little. We experience with a lot of our kids. They get a little older, they might feel a little free, and then they'll come to themselves and say, like the prodigal, and they'll just say, well, why am I out here living like this? My parents are billionaires. I have servants in my home. So then they'll go back to living the way that they were trained when they were children. So it's definitely worth training your kids. Training children, even if they're not your biological children.
They're part of the community. They're
We
the
are
children
part of the
of
community, and we are all responsible.
So what is your vision for this community at this point in your career, in your business world, in your attention to the leadership? What's your vision?
Actually, I would love to see more adults per se take advantage of the opportunity to help some of these young people, and also to help the senior citizens. There are a lot of seniors that have no one. I used to go before I got really busy now, to the nursing homes on Sundays, from Estelle to Walterboro, even in Charleston. And those people, they were so grateful just to have someone to come and visit.
There's loneliness, there's lonesome, people without family.
Exactly.
One of the major things that we're talking about here today has to do with family. Like where you got the things that now ground you came from family. is loosely constructed to be the community.
Exactly.
And some people don't have that anymore. We've been separated from family in a lot of respects.
Exactly. Now, once a month, I'm so grateful for this. Once a month, we have what we call family dinner. So all my siblings who are available, their children, grandchildren, we get together at least once a month.
Okay.
And we call it family dinner. My uncles and aunts on my father's side, this is like 40 years ago, they had what they called their sister and brother club. So they met once a month, got together, had plans, worked together. If there was an issue or a situation that needed to be addressed, they discussed it. You know, Arthur Frazier, some of you may know Arthur Frazier. The Arthur Frazier building is still there. At one point, Frazier, I rented some property from him, and he used to come by and talk to me, and he said one day, he said, you know, one thing about your father's side of the family, when one of their finger hurt, all of their fingers hurt. So, you know, I believe not just this community or the Gullah or whatever, but I think as a nation have to support one another because we all need each other.
So true.
No matter how many degrees or dollars you have, cannot survive alone.
That's right.
It's impossible.
Yeah, right,
So do you have a vision for how we pull that all together in terms of community and working for and with each other?
Exactly. It would have to be individual doing their part. It couldn't depend on an organization or, you know, I went to the food bank and I worked with the this and that. You would actually have to contribute and apply your skills, your empathy, wherever you see it necessary. It could be at a store.
Right.
I had a young man come to the store maybe just a couple days ago, Sunday maybe. So he was with his grandmother. I knew her. So he had his pant way down. So I said, young man, what's your name? And I said, do you know that having your pant like that is very dangerous? He was shocked, had no idea. I said, there are people who are actually watching you, and you could be a victim. And you know what he did? And I explained to him, it's not just about sex trafficking, it's actually also organ. So I explained to him that he could end up any country, anywhere in the world, missing, dead or alive. Yeah, he never thought about it.
Nobody told him.
But you know what he did? He pulled his pants
right.
up, and he kept it up. I don't think he felt intimidated. He just got information that he never thought about.
Right. And we all have to do things like that.
Exactly. That's how it's got to be done. One on one.
And people who know and understand, not critique so much as educate and help.
Exactly. Judgment, no.
No.
It's not their fault.
What they don't know is not their fault.
You won't believe. Now, my generation, you did not have to deal with 1% of what the kids are dealing with now.
It's true.
We went to school chewing gum. It's not that now. Do you have a gun? So
It's dangerous.
we have to stay mindful and be empathetic with these kids. You know, if you can help them, help them. You know, a lot of them, they're not ready, but some of those kids are, they're yearning for someone to help them, to reach out.
Inside they want that.
Exactly.
On the exterior they're kind of crusty sometimes.
Exactly. But you gotta be able to, you know, with empathy and love, you can break the
You
barrier.
can break that crust.
You can break that barrier.
Yeah.
So that's what I would like to see in the future.
Mhm. Do you have, good thoughts or dreams about the future of the Gullah Geechee community on this island?
Yes. I would love to see, like Mr. Grant was saying a few minutes ago, a little while ago, he was saying how on Sundays, each church in different communities, like first Sunday would be, I think what they call FAB, and then the second Sunday would be Oak Grove, and then the third Sunday, and the fourth Sunday. That way everybody get to see everybody.
Right.
And everybody know what's going on with everybody. If I don't know what's going on with you, then how am I supposed to
No.
say requests,
Yeah,
you know?
that's right.
Well, that's how I think the community gonna be able to come together. They're gonna have to start congregating together, and not just in organizations, but on the spiritual realm.
And create opportunities to do that.
And why do I believe this? Because that's how I saw my ancestors get results. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Well, and they got results.
They sure
They
did.
got results.
They prospered,
Mhm.
you know. We went from a hand pump outside and a clothesline to, you know, marble countertop in the kitchen with the sink and Siri,
Right,
you know, and the washing, the drying, the central heater. We actually had a wood heater, and I can remember my mom having at one point, way back, a wood stove in her kitchen where she cooked with actual firewood
yes.
and a lid when she wanted to turn the temperature down.
Temperature.
Yes.
Right.
You
My
know.
grandmother had one of those.
So, you know, we're grateful. So we know where we came from, and we knew all the sacrifices that our parents and neighbors and teachers did for
On your
us,
behalf.
on our behalf. So
And
that's,
it is.
so it makes me feel like owe it to people, you know, that you see, the children, to see this respect.
So paying it forward.
Exactly.
Well, we thank you for coming and
Well, it was a pleasure.
teaching us. And when you have the opportunity, please visit Back to Nature in Bluffton. You wanna give us an address?
We're right outside of the Old Town Bluffton at 1125 May River Road. A lot of people call it the Little Green Store. It's a green building right on the corner of Buck Island and May River, which was Highway 46.
Right.
And we're open every day except Mondays. We open from 10 to 7 p.m. That's where I'm held hostage.
And you brought some samples with you tonight too,
Yes.
I'm
right?
sorry, yes, I bought the healthiest coffee in the world. It's bio coffee. I bought free samples, and there are packages of instant. I might as well tell you about it quickly.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Colombian coffee bean that's already alkalized. They alkalize it by adding 100% organic wheatgrass powder to it. It's not GMO. It's the gluten-free. Vegans drink it, and it's instant. All you need is a cup of hot water, and it's good for everything.
Yeah. And I've been trying to thank you so much, Miss Lynn. I've shared it with my 92-year-old mother, and she loves it.
Yes, senior citizens love it because it really helps with their arthritis inflammation.
I'm about to switch.
And cancer patients appreciate it because they don't have to worry about the sugar and acid. But they get a lot of nutrition and they normally can digest it. Thanks for listening.